Johnson agrees with you. Of all the great teams he's had at Georgia Southern, Navy, and now Georgia Tech running that offense, Thomas the best passer of the bunch, and right away a tackle in the backfield. Christian Wilkins call it B-back, and that did not work. Now on the option, Thomas keeps. Got hit and got close to the original line of scrimmage. Dorian O'Daniel with the tackle. It has been good with their third down defense early in this season. Thomas back to pass. Rolling out under pressure, gets away initially and then just throws it away. Wow, took a hit at the ESPN. Georgia Tech got a break, a missed short field goal. Now they're going to throw on first down the field, incomplete.
This is going to be a big
with the way his offense has started. Mills, that fullback, B-back right behind Thomas, and they will fake it to him. Option play and just nowhere to go. Thomas took a big hit. Cleveland, and they did that. 3rd and 10. Thomas back to pass again, pressured again, going down. Well, right now this is a mismatch. And obviously that needs to improve. Marcus Marshall gets the carry straight ahead, and there's a positive gain. Only 3 yards, but it's something.
Well, the issue with stopping the option is that,
and you mentioned the 3 pillars of the triple option. Another dive play. That's sort of always option number 1. Scott Pagano was there to make out those big guys up front. And they just have not been able to do that here in this first quarter. Thomas back to pass. This time he does have time. He throws and incomplete. Knocked away. Here comes a penalty flag though behind the play. Yard penalty. That's the first down of the game for Tech. Marshall once again, that fullback. They're going to pitch it left side and looked like there was a hole. It closed up quickly.
Dorian
go with the Krispy Kreme call on this defensive play personally.
But it's tasty.
It's
something tasty.
2nd and 8 under center. Hand off. No, a pitch play left side and well defended again. This time Van Smith with a clean across midfield, but 3rd and long. Pressured, a screen set up to Marshall, who sort of stumbled, and he's going to be caught from behind. You can't slow down against the speed of the Clemson defense. Carlos Watkins, Ben Boulware were both there.
No, and I love the play cultures growing up.
The bilingual elementary education of Jesse Palmer. Move the ball on the ground against Clemson. Thomas hand off that B-back. There was a hole and close to the first down. Dedrick Mills.
Yeah, and a little bit different look up front. That time they pulled.
Loves to go for it on 4th down. Mills, the fullback. They hand it to Mills, trying to push his way forward, and they did get it. That is the first down other than the 70. First down at the Clemson 40. Thomas, the fake, the pitch, and the defense right there. The hit in the backfield on Quay Searcy. Got to get that block on. They lost 4 yards. Back to pass, pressured immediately, dumps it down, and they lost yardage there. Going backwards, Clinton Lynch shoots offense for 3rd and 17. They're going to get down to the 30. Thomas throws. That will be incomplete. Hit the turf.
Yeah, and those were that about at Stanford. There's no mystery. They're running right at you.
No. And the Cardinal pushed around USC. We'll see if they can do it to the Bruins. A swing pass, and that is dropped.
But
get the play off, and Mills with a forward gain.
That's why you Thomas outside. That's been hard to do.
Back to pass, pressured, throwing, incomplete. Nobody there.
You know, pressure affects every quarter.
Like he's due for a return.
Oh yeah.
Isn't good news for UCLA. A handoff straight ahead, and the best play of the first half for Georgia Tech will be the final play of the first half.
For Clemson to get out of his alignment, not play his assignment, and it's a big one.
Flag thrown. They give it to the fullback Mills.
Credit.
1st and 5, Thomas under center. Again, the handoff to the fullback. Mills gets close. Stopped by Boulware. Just
those tough earned yards.
He scored the winning touchdown late against BC in the opener. Scored 3 touchdowns last week against Vanderbilt. Got hit hard, but right at the mark. Dexter Lawrence.
Free tackle. This guy's pretty good too.
He's kind of the only other guy that comes to mind as having this big of an impact on that side of the ball. Thomas keeps. Thomas finds a little opening, and that's a nice gain outside the 25 to the 20 to be a quarterback. And that's why he came to Tech after committing to Alabama. He could play defensive back for the Crimson Tide. Close to the first down. Well, Mississippi State's, that was Dak Prescott. They spent a lot of that year as the top-ranked team in the country. A pitch play going nowhere. Backwards by a yard. Dorian O'Daniel. 2nd and 11. They pitch it out to Mills. Hit that hole very quickly. Flag thrown out into the open. Mills trying to cut it back inside the 30. And we'll see if it's all coming back.
He's struggling down here, in a lot of pain.
So the huge gain negated. 2nd and 19. And they'll pitch it out with room out in front. Cut back across the 30, so they get the penalty yardage back. Clinton Lynch.
Yeah, that time they get a good block on the perimeter.
Thomas, little fake, and here comes the pressure. Goes down immediately. It's number 6 again. What a night for. There's no other team that in recent history has been able to do what they've done. Figure it out and stop it like they have. Thomas kept it and got swarmed, and maybe part of
he's been able to do. Year after year, he's replacing all these starters, and they still play excellent when they play against the Yellow Jackets.
And he schemes the defense. Thomas goes down to the backfield, and that makes the coordinator happy. He also runs scout team quarterback.
I'm good.
Totally necessary. Thomas looking to throw, pressured, and he just throws it away. Took another hit. Dorian O'Daniel with the press last year. Pitch play with a penalty flag thrown. Gain of 3, maybe 4.
Long scenarios. Justin Thomas has had no shot.
1st and 5. He is going to throw. Backpedaling toward the goal line, looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Now throws on the run, incomplete.
And again, just better coverage in the back end by Clemson's defense.
And off to that fullback, and the tumble over the defender gets him at least a little closer to the first down, short by a couple. MVP in that Orange Bowl, the college football semifinal, a dominant win against Oklahoma. 32, a pitch play. 1st down and more for Georgia Tech, and that's one of their better plays of the night. Nice game. We're nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Might have been a little bit of a missed assignment, but they get the positive yardage through the air anyway, complete to Ricky June.
Turner, kick returner.
He's returning kicks for touchdowns. He leads college football in tackles for loss. There's a nice gain out into the open field. Marcus Marshall near midfield. 1st down, Georgia. Thomas. Handoff, Marshall. And some positive yards, even if it's only 3 or 4. Marshall, the fullback. A little misdirection there. The pitch for a gain out to the 46-yard line. Clinton Lynch.
This game up to this point, but they can't let up now.
See if they get the play snapped before the end of the quarter. They do. That tough running straight ahead, close but short. Dexter Lawrence, the troop, the 1st down without having to run the ball to get that yard. A yard has not been easy tonight. Thomas on 1st down to pass, steps up and throws deep, and intercepted. At the goal line, there is a penalty flag. The return for Marcus Edmond. He's shoved out of bounds.
On this thing 50-0, that's not the case. Georgia Tech here knocking on the door.
Mills behind Thomas, so give it to Dedrick Mills. Some tough running from the true freshman. About this system, they've not always needed the biggest, strongest physically offensive lines to succeed. There's a big hole to the 10, to the 5, and inside the 5, Dedrick Mills. Get out of position even one time, you give up a big play. 1st and goal to the end zone, touchdown. Dedrick Mills, who had 3 of them last week. And that shutout streak will continue.
6, that could be big here in the 4th quarter.
And the point you make, not all dives are created equal. They're going to have him throw the ball downfield, intercepted. And they tried to get fancy, and that was not a good pass.
Hard way last weekend.
And it's not easy to do against Florida State, a team that's loaded with athletes. Wide open receiver, pass caught by Stewart, and dances out right around midfield, just a yard into Clemson.
They found a little bit of life here in the 4th quarter.
Still 9:30 to go.
Same play.
About as hurry up as Georgia Tech gets. Back shoulder throw, and it was dropped. Ricky June had a chance to catch it. He got his hands on the ball.
Yeah, and that's
Plays at the wide receiver spot in this offense, but it is interesting how many talented receivers they've had come through the program. Right side running, trying to pick his way forward. There just wasn't much there that time for J.J. Green. This should be the guy that's open, or this should be the part of the play that works. Back to pass, pressured. Thomas goes down. Ryan Carter. Maybe no defensive line better than Texas A&M's.
at least from a pass rush standpoint.
Thomas heaving it deep and knocked away incomplete. Intended for Ricky June, Marcus Edmond.
And just one of the few times Justin Thomas.
Super talented. And those two big young guys, and Wilkins is a sophomore, but Wilkins and Lawrence, that is a heck of a combo up front.
You know, it's also great.
Two, and Georgia Tech is going for it. It's like a wishbone formation. Handoff, and that defensive line stands up again. He didn't get there.
Well, guess who? And it was Dexter Lawrence that got the